address me as a strong, independent Black woman, it's not a compliment. I never hear a man that is raising children alone say, I'm mom and dad. He never becomes overly feminine because he's raising children. But we as women become overly masculine because we are raising children, because I'm mom and dad and I got to do all these things, right? And now I put extra stuff on me and then I say, ain't nobody helping me. Well, nobody told you to do that. There is help available, all because I was trying to overcompensate for what daddy wasn't doing. I didn't have to be mom and dad.
Welcome to the S.Banks&JD Network podcast. I'm your host, S.Banks, and I'm joined by my co-host,
JD.
What are we talking about today?
Being a strong, independent woman is far from a compliment.
Indeed, it is.
Indeed.
But we have 3 clips for you today. We're going to give you our thoughts with each clip back to back. So without further delay, let's jump right in and get this podcast started. Here's clip number 1.
Like with you guys, you're like, oh, like she's been passed around the whole team. We can't wipe you up because you had A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And she's like, okay, but like I was in my phase and like I like you. And I feel like a lot of guys won't like concentrate on that one girl because she's been passed around.
I'll be real with you. If she's been passed around and I know who she's been passed around with, can't do it.
Yeah.
I'd rather not know. Because I know everybody has a past. So I'm not going to go attacking you about your past. But if I know the guys that you've been with, especially if I'm close with them, no chance.
Okay, that's the end of that clip. Interesting. What comes to your mind when you've heard that from a female's perspective?
I think I say a lot of things that women don't like.
And don't be politically correct, because most women do that. They don't say the logic behind it and the harsh truth, the unflattering truth. What's your
I
thoughts?
definitely see the harsh truths in things, whether I like it or not. Does everyone have a past? Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody has a past, sorry. But you can't dismiss your past. And I think a lot of women do that.
Some have skeletons in their closet more than others.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think, they do. But I think people dismiss it, or people, I'll say women, dismiss their past. Like, well, it's in the past. Like, it's non-exist day. And it's like...
Okay, Spanish, speaking some Spanish.
It's your past, but it means something to men when you have...
Okay, let's ask this question. Fellas, put in the comments, right? If you met a woman that you want to take seriously and she has a past, can you take her seriously? Share your thoughts and be honest, because I think everybody has a past. Everyone has a past. Some have a past, skeletons, boneyard, all of that ish. Some is just 1 or 2 little skeletons, and maybe you're willing to bypass some of the BS because some of her characteristics or her skills, and I'm not talking Gawk 3000, some skills outweigh others. But can you take that woman seriously that's had a past? And especially maybe she's been passed around by the teammates and you know those guys. Because I've seen the situation personally. And
what, as in been passed around by the teammates, and what the guy still wifeyed her? What do you mean?
Yeah.
It's a genuine question. Okay.
Emotional, damn it.
I want to know.
Yes, I have seen that.
Okay.
And each to their own. Because I don't want to say to guys, don't do it or do it. They got to come to their own and say, you know what, this is what's best for me. But again, as I said, fellas, put in the comments, can you take that woman seriously? What's your thoughts?
I'm not a guy, so I can't really talk on that part. But do you think, okay, this is a question to the audience. Do you think women should have a hoe phase? Because I'm sure we've spoke about this before, and I'm sure I've seen it on social media as well, where there was a woman and she said that she thinks that women should go through hoe phases. So what's your opinion on that?
Women keep women single. Now, you can have your whole phase. That's up to you. But if your outcome, or at the end of that journey, you want a committed relationship, if you go through random Pookies and Ray Rays, Brads and Chads, and you have basically the CC wheel, right? You struggle to pair bond with men because you're always basically the spiritual side, emotionally and physical side to it. So you can have your fun, and don't get me wrong, it's fun. But later on, when you want to have a family, it's going to be hard because you can trick certain guys because you ask a chick, which I don't recommend, but you say, what's your body count? She's always going to say 3 or below 5, right? But her actions and a guy that's experienced is going to know. So he could be the perfect guy. And you see some chicks be like, he pays the bills, he's good, he's yada yada, and he's a great guy. But I had to leave him because you have trouble pair bonding because you've been ran through.
Yeah.
So it's up to them.
Yeah, it's definitely up to you. Like, no one can really and truly tell you what to do, what you should and shouldn't do. But like you said, if you want a certain outcome, I wouldn't suggest you have a hoe phase. I wouldn't suggest it, but at the same time, you can do whatever you want to do.
But women have a whole phase based on they think, oh, I'm missing out on something.
On
FOMO,
what? Lots of
FOMO,
these.
fear of missing out. No, so they feel that, you know what? Let me explore the fruits. Let me explore and see what's out there. But more time, the grass ain't greener. But why should a guy take a woman seriously after her whole phase, hot girl summers? Why should he do that? There's other women out there that's not doing that.
That's true.
If I have to pick, why am I choosing this one? Because she got experience. I heard a chick say, guys don't want virgins. Yeah, they do. You're not the ones dating women.
Yeah, exactly. I've never heard that before.
I've heard that multiple times. But what they're trying to do
No,
is...
I've heard it as in, I've heard women say it, but I've never heard a man say that.
But what they're doing is trying to shame men and convince men what they should want.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
I have another question.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try and rephrase this. Women that have had a hoe phase, do they deserve marriage?
That's a case by case situation. I don't want to say the guy that marries them is a fool because you don't know his circumstances nor hers. But you tend to realize a woman that's had more than 5 or 10 bodies, she can't sustain long-term relationship. Studies prove this. So does she deserve it? No one deserves anything. But is she willing to do what she needs to do to get the outcome that she wants? That's kind of the real question here. That's what I think. But yeah, what do you think on that?
Well, yeah, I agree with you. No one deserves anything, but do they deserve marriage? I wouldn't say no. I would say it's circumstantial, like you said as well. Depends on what they both want, what fits to them. You know, I'm not gonna say, nah, you should never do that. It just depends on what you both want. This.
A woman that's being ran through, she's gonna be problematic later on, right? That's the fact. You got some women that are aware, and they have this. They pretend, soft girl. Oh, I'm gonna pretend to be something that I'm not, just to get what I want. But that's more of a transactional exchange. So he's gonna provide for me. He's gonna do all the things for me. But still, I yearn for Pookie and Ray Ray and Brad and Chad. So again, they're gonna be pretending that there's something that they're not because they've been on the CC wheel so long. Hot girl summer number 30.
Would you say that she is just settling with someone then? It's not actually the guy she actually wants.
I think most women are settling, but yeah, to answer your question, yeah, that's what I think. But people, put in the comments, what do you guys think? What's your thoughts? Yep. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We've got the conversation started. Do you want to add anything more before we move along to clip number 2?
Nope.
And that being said, here is clip number 2.
Address me as a strong, independent Black woman, it's not a compliment. I never hear a man that is raising children alone say, I'm mom and dad. He never becomes overly feminine because he's raising children. But we as women become overly masculine because we are raising children, because I'm mom and dad and I got to do all these things, right? And now I put extra stuff on me. And then I say, ain't nobody helping me. Well, nobody told you to do that. There is help available, all because I was trying to overcompensate for what daddy wasn't doing. I didn't have to be mom and dad. Now they got Mr. Chris and Mr. Eric over here. And I took them to be a part of different organizations, because when you think of something strong, you do not think of coming to the aid of it. So when we are looked at and walk around as strong, what we're putting out is, I do not need assistance. I don't need your help. So anytime a man says, oh, I love it, you're so strong, I said, no, I'm not strong. I'm resilient. I'm not independent. I'm interdependent, because nobody ever comes to the aid of the strong person. So when I'm around men, my wrists are broke.
Okay, that's the end of that clip. I agree with her. Fellas, put in the comments, what's your experience of women today? Are women masculine and the whole Miss Independent? What do you think? Do you meet women that are feminine, that want to be women? Because the question's up in the air. What's a woman? See, a man knows what a man is. You know what I mean? They try to shame us and say, oh, women try to tell men how men should be. But men are men at the end of the day. But the question is, what is a woman? And most men are experiencing masculine women, Miss Independent, but don't know how to be interdependent. There's a big difference.
True.
What do you want to add?
I want to ask a question.
Okay.
This is to the ladies. Black women. I'm directing it straight at you. Do you take being called a strong and independent woman as a compliment? Just like our title. For me personally, being a black woman, I don't want to be seen or known as, oh, I'm this strong and independent woman. I personally don't. The reasons for that. Also going back to the clip with what the woman was saying, when black women go through hardship or being attacked in some form of way, people don't think, oh, let me jump to her aid, because they think you're strong. You don't need our help. You don't need any help. You can do it yourself. You said you're strong and independent. You don't need a man's help, right? I don't need no man. I don't need this. I don't need that. So then you keep putting this out there, the saying of, I'm strong, I'm independent, I don't need anybody. So then when people react to what you've put out there, you want to get upset and be like, oh, black women are not, what's the saying? Black women are not...
Soft?
No.
I'm being facetious, yeah.
Like no one cares about black women. That's not...
Protect black women.
Yeah, exactly. So you'll make complaints, but you're the one that said that you want to be strong and independent.
Isn't image key? So
it is, yeah.
The image that I see with all women, but let's particularly talk about black women, is we're strong. We got this. So when you're emotional, the world doesn't treat you like you're soft. They treat you like you got this because that's what you told them.
They treat you like a dude.
Because they act like one. Not all, because I don't want the all police to say,
obviously.
not all black women, but for the most part, many black women that I meet are very masculine. They say, I'm Miss Independent. I'm a queen. But you're a queen with no kingdom. Where's your king? Right?
Then how can you be a queen?
You all this whole struggle love. I got this. I can do it all by myself. From when you got your own car, your own house, your own money. But there's more to life. Listen, Becky and the rest of them, Mailing, the rest of them, they're willing to compete for them. And they say, listen, I want to take it back. I'd rather the man go out there, slay the world, and I stay at home making some sandwiches and some iced tea. But our women's it's like a badge of honor to do it all alone.
Why would
I see this all the time, and it's sad.
Ladies, I'm sorry. Why would you want to do it all alone? Even the woman in the clip, she said when she's around men, her wrists are broken. And to be honest with you, I think in exactly the same way. When I'm around men, I don't know how to do anything all of a sudden because I allowed the man to be a man. I am the woman.
But when black women are masculine, or women in general, but particularly black women, is there truth to the stereotype?
Well, of course, there's truth to it.
That's what I'm saying.
You're the one. We're the one that said
because
it.
they volunteer to struggle. I speak to many women, and they say, "I've got 2 jobs. I've got children." They're doing the work of two people.
Yeah.
And they're a woman. Because remember, physically, a man's stronger than you. He's got testosterone, right? And a woman doing a man's job, after a while, it takes its toll.
Yeah.
I can consistently
going.
work and do my thing. Duracell, right?
Okay.
Hey, hey. But I'm just saying that you physically don't have the facilities to keep up with men, but you've got 2 jobs, struggling, and then you go, people say, "You're good. I'm all right. I got this." But then crying late at night and saying, "No one don't want to help me protect black women." But then if you act like you can fight a dude, because make no mistake, a 15-year-old you can equal lefts, equal rights, right? They can do their thing on you. But you believe, "I'm so masculine, I'm brolic, I'm hench." The way they act, I feel like they can bench plate a good 4 or 5 plates on a bench press. It's the truth, because that's how they act, even though they might feel that way, but
It's not the case. It's not
stress,
reality.
The stress. You don't have to do it alone.
Exactly.
You don't have to do it alone.
You don't have to do it alone. Why do we as black women choose to do it alone? You choose because it's a choice. You don't have to do it alone. Why would you want to work 2 jobs? Why? To say,
okay.
"Oh, I did it by myself."
There's a difference between independent and interdependent. People put in the comments, like, if I meet a woman, right, and I'm taking her seriously, I want a woman that can take care of herself. There's nothing wrong with her relying on her man, because you're a team. In areas you're strong, in areas I might be weaker, we both compensate. It's a delicate dance. We, figure it out together. But you're saying, no, I got this. And then you wonder why the world says, "Okay, I'm not going to help you because you got this." That's what you told them.
Exactly. For me, it's the complaints. I'm sorry. You would put out there all the time, like you said, "I've got this. I'm strong, independent. Don't need no help. Don't need no man. Don't, everything." And then come back and then complain to the people you said it to. And it's like, just stop it, because, okay, if you want different outcomes, why are you going to keep with the same thing all the time? Change it. If you want change it.
But say you got, okay, say it's masculine, and Miss Independent, that's masculine energy. You're acting like a dude. So when the world treats you like a dude, you say, "Treat me like a lady."
Yeah.
But we're still arguing what's a woman, right? So think about, this is my last note. Submission. What comes to mind? Who's more submissive, men or women? Because men go out and they serve their women. Other cultures do it. I just think when it comes to our culture, our men is, "Go do the work. We don't care about you," because men do thankless jobs all the time. Our women won't even make me a sandwich. What? You're a stay-at-home mom, for example. I go slay the world. You won't even make me a sandwich or give me a back rub so I can go out and do it again. Do you know what I mean? And that's masculine energy. Do you remember the clip we done where
Yes, I do.
are men more submissive than women?
Yeah.
And I think men are, because that's why I always say men are more traditional for the most part. We will add that clip now.
You know what? When I think about it, men are a lot more submissive than women, actually, because they just don't give as much pushback. They accept our alternate realities. They go with us to Target. They go with us to Walmart. They go up and down every single aisle. Yeah, they might huff and puff, but they don't say anything. They try new recipes that they don't like necessarily. Sometimes they do. They dance on TikTok with us. They, you know what I'm saying? They're just a little. They don't give as much pushback as we do. They take our new definitions. They go through our eras. They like all these different hairstyles, and when you think about it, but I don't know. I don't know why it's a trigger word, because it seems like it's a trigger word to the group of people who don't even do it.
And with that clip, I agree with that woman. I agree, because men will do your TikToks with you. Men will do what they need to do, because I need to know what women want in order to get on with them. But women think, and especially ours, whatever, you're a dude. I will use you like a tool. And when I'm finished with you, I'll put you back in the toolbox. because I got this. And then you're mad at the world because they say, oh, you've got this. That's what you just told them. That's my final thought on that. What do you want to add before we jump to the final clip of today?
I would just say, if you are sick and tired of people treating you a certain way, then just change, what you're doing for better outcomes, I guess.
Easier said than done.
It is, but you need to change that mindset. If you're fed up with people treating you like you've got it, or you don't need no help, you don't need any assistance in anything, whether it's bad or good, because I got it, then you clearly need to change your mindset.
I see women in the morning struggling, school run. I see them struggling. I can tell. It shows. The crow's feet. I see all of that. I see it.
You zoom in that closer.
Oh, I need to, my kid needs school clothes. I told you, behind the scenes, we have these conversations. There's things that I can't really say, which we'll save for Patreon at some point. But I see them struggling, and I don't even gloat at that. I just, it's like,
it's
man,
sad.
yeah,
It's sad.
pretty much. I don't think, oh, my day is good, haha. I just think, wow, man.
Because it's not even funny. That's the
If you
thing.
got the information, apply it, man. Apply it before it's too late. Anyways, and that being said, before I even go on, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Smash the ish out of that like button.
And press the notification bell also.
Exactly. Let me give you a moment to do that. Done it? Okay, cool. Here's the final clip of today. This is clip number 3.
When a man cheats, he conquers a woman. But when a woman cheats, she's being conquered by a man. So if I cheat on you, I've opened my legs to another man, conquering me. So I think it's a little deeper. So
a lot of men
it
are gonna love that
double
response.
I mean, it is a double standard, but as a woman, if you really love a man, you're not gonna sleep with another man. That's just how I feel.
Oh, man. A very touchy one.
Is it really touchy though?
It is because, all right, let me ask the question. This is one of my notes. Is a woman cheating and a man cheating the same thing? Even though it's a double standard, do you think it's the same thing? You can answer that question, but people put in the comments, is it the same thing if a man cheats and a woman cheats? What do you guys think? In my opinion, I know it's a double standard, but I think if a woman cheats, unfortunately, you have to cut her loose. And not even unfortunately, put her on foot patrol. You have a woman and she cheats on you, leave. That's a different situation. Men value loyalty. She's not loyal. She's for the streets. And she's emotionally checked out as well. I don't want to go too much into depth, but if your woman cheats on you, leave. That's free game. What do you think? Is it the same thing?
It's not the same thing, no. Is there double standards? Hell yes. Is it fair? No. But it's not the same thing. When men see this topic sometimes grinds my gears because it isn't fair at all, right? You said that men value loyalty. For me, I value loyalty too. So
okay, in you saying that, sorry to cut you, but let me ask. Here's one of my questions, which should segue into what you're probably gonna say.
Okay,
I think women and men value loyalty is different for men and women, and what's loyal to you might not be loyal to me. Do you think loyalty is the same for men and women? What's your thoughts? And people put in the comments. Like, do we value the same kind of loyalty? Men value youth, fertility, and loyalty. Now, if we're talking about loyalty and we're going back, way back, if where's the button? Rewinding in time, right? If I need to determine paternity of my child, but my chick is on the CC wheel, I don't really know if this child is mine. So her loyalty is going to show me, all right, you know what? You can slam down that plate. You can be upset with me, but I know this child is mine. I can't swear down paternity. This child is mine. That's facts. So My loyalty might be, despite you might annoy me, you might not give me a back rub every night, I'm still going to pay the bills. I think we view loyalty in different ways. I'm just giving you some type of example. I'm sure people's going to put in the comments their examples. I can't list everything off. We've only got a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
But do you think men and women value loyalty in the same way?
Don't really know how to answer that question. I would have to think about, is it the same or not, and get back to you on that particular question.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the same or it's not the same.
It ain't though.
I'd have to think
can't
about
be
that.
though. It can't
I don't
be
have
though.
enough time to think and then tell you an answer to that right now.
Think, process, then respond when you got time. But
Yeah, I need time to process
chime
that.
in on your thoughts.
But yes, I personally value loyalty as well, and I would want my man to be loyal to me.
What's the loyalty to you?
Well, obviously we're talking about cheating. That's what we're talking about, right? So I wouldn't want my man to cheat on me. Obviously, men don't want their woman to cheat on them either. It's not a nice situation on either side. I get, these are the parts that I get. I get that men like to explore their options and whatever else, right?
I think there's more to it, but continue.
Okay. I understand that men like variety and all of
Yes.
that stuff. People,
Indeed, they
women
do.
can argue also and say that, well, why can't we get variety either? Why
You
can't
can.
we get...
You can, but you're usually for the streets.
See, that's where the double standards go in. That's my point. So I could talk about this stuff all day, literally. But these are the subjects to where I don't think it's fair. And I see it from both sides. I see it from the man's side, I see it from the woman's side. I'm a woman, I'm in touch with my emotions. So for me, it's like, how you cheating on me? But and everything's fine. But then if I cheat on you, I get kicked to the curb. Like, what? That's what I mean. But that's it is what it is.
Yeah, but for a woman to smash, that's easy. For me to smash regularly, that's hard. It takes some skill. So if you say, oh, I've got 10 bodies. If you got 10 bodies and I got 10 bodies, it was easy for you to get 10 bodies. You can go outside. I got to have some skills. I got to be productive to get those 10 bodies. It takes no skills, which means that you have no discipline. I can go on. I'm not going to do that. But let me, it's the truth though. People put in the comments, see, fellas, I got your back. Anyways, fellas, if your woman cheated on you, would you take her back?
I had the same question.
Even if you cheated first? Put in the comments. For me, no. If she cheats, you got to cut her loose and put her on foot patrol. Now, ladies.
Bad mind. I'm joking. Go
Whatever.
on.
Ladies. Is cheating a deal breaker for you? Because you have many women say, if my man cheated, I'm gone. I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
I can answer that
question. It depends the guy.
Yeah, that's very true. Would I take my man back if he cheated? He will have to be a certain type of man. It will have to be that.
So this must mean we question your moral compass.
Maybe.
Your morality is up in the air.
Okay.
It's got cases pending.
If you have a guy that you want, or he's everything you wanted in a man, he does everything that you want him to do in that sense, right? And he cheats on you, can you get over the fact that he cheated on you? That's the question.
Okay.
Is it nice? No.
It's
Would you
never
be
nice.
upset? Hell yes. Would you remember it and probably want to tell him about his foul doings every day? Most likely. No, I'm not saying ladies you should do that, because that will just grind his gears.
Because you can't get over
And
it.
then, yes.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I think he has to definitely be a certain caliber guy to...
But that segues me into one of my points, right? So if a guy is above average, he makes a certain amount of P, and I don't even want to emphasize just on money, but he's got great character. Let's just say he's Pookie Orere, Brad Ochadho, he's Tyrone. He's that guy. He's rare. Most women want him, right? So top 20% of men have 80% of women. They're rare.
See, this is what I'm talking about though. When the guy I'm talking about is a rare type of guy. So then if you say, I'm not saying women should stay because their man cheated on them. I'm not saying that. There are some women that's like, it doesn't matter what type of guy this is, I'm not having it, and kick rocks, right? And they go and move on to someone else. No, some women, they would do that.
will, yeah,
but
okay.
I'm just saying, there are top tier guys. And if you happen to get one of those top tier guys, would you just kick him to the curb over cheating?
So the thing is this, okay. Some women will. I think
women will,
most
yes.
women will accept it. But
Not that they want to.
no, it's not
This
nice.
is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, do you remember the podcast we done? Men are not supposed to be with one woman. We'll play that now.
Just don't bring me home a disease or outside baby. Men are not supposed to be with one woman. Y'all are kings. Y'all can be with multiple women. All of them women you are entertaining, make sure you make them happy. And we all can get along. One big family. I don't run no nigga down. Hey, baby. As long as I'm happy, she happy, we good. No babies, no disease. I ain't got to kill nobody. We good.
I agree with this. I'm not saying it's in every situation. But
It is in every
no,
situation.
no. But if he's rare and you choose to go for this kind of guy, what do you expect? You know that most men are invisible to women. The top tier men are hard to come by. He's chosen you. So really and truly, you've won. As long as he doesn't bring you no diseases, outside babies, and all the drama that comes with it. You're set. You're cool.
But
and I know it's a double standard. I know it might be, as long as he's not putting it in your face. Like, come on.
is there a disrespect to it though? Because yes, of course, you shouldn't bring the
But that's
outside
what I said
babies
to
or
you.
anything.
It's disrespectful if he puts it in your face. It's disrespectful if he's just embarrassing you. If he's giving you STDs, if he has babies outside of the relationship.
Of
and all
course.
of that's disrespectful.
But is it not still disrespectful the fact that you even did it, whether I found out about it or not?
But say he's up front and he goes, and you, first of all, you know what kind of man you got. Keep it 100, right? So then
Yeah,
you
I
know
see.
that it's not that he can't control himself, but he's got options. He has more options. You're not his only options, but he's taking you seriously.
Exactly. So can I say?
So hold on. Are men supposed to be with one woman? Ladies, put in the comments. Fellas, put in the comments. What's your thoughts? You can say what you're going to say.
Are men supposed to be with one woman? I think nature-wise, I don't think. I think men were created in that way. Okay, let me start again. Nature-wise, I think men was created to have multiple women, and I say that because the facts that there is more women than men in the world, I think kind of shows it.
Well, not
Whether
all
I
men.
agree with it or not.
Well, not all men is meant to have multiple women. That's why I said top tier men that are rare are meant to have multiple women. The others, unfortunately, no. You have to settle with what you got. It is what it is, because this is why you got a lot of simps. They're afraid to lose their chick because they don't know when they're going to get their next fix. They're like vampires, succubus. Exactly. But stats show women cheat just as much as men, if not more. That's facts. That's food for thought.
That's true.
That's food for thought.
Ladies,
Yeah, try front.
we're getting.
I would never listen.
We're losing
fellas,
points here.
Sometimes when you're on a good roll with your chick, that's when she's cheating, not when she's upset with you. I know. It's crazy, right? But that's how the cookie crumbles. That's my final thought on it. What do you want to add before we close out?
Question to the ladies: who plays tit for tat games? So if your man cheats on
Women.
you, no, there are some guys that do that too. But
Yeah, petty. The
petty ones.
But I'm kind of petty as well. So
I know you are. Anyway, there are people.
I can be petty. I can be petty.
People, a lot of women. This is more based on the women. A lot of women are, they do tit for tat with their partners, right? So their boyfriend will cheat on them, and they would
get them back.
Yeah, cheat on them to get them back. But
Yeah.
I would say the difference is, yes, the guy can have outside baby on you, but as the woman, if you get pregnant from cheating, you're the one that has to keep that baby. So of course you can go down the, you know what,
I'm gonna get
where
you
I'm
back.
going. No. Of course you can go down the road of ejecting, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying, say you don't do that. You're the one coming home with that baby. It's very different to if a man gets another woman pregnant, he can be like, oh no, I'm not there for that child.
And don't rinse up your body count and stuff. And the grass ain't always
Exactly.
greener. People talk. Anyways,
I told that.
we got the conversation started. People, share some of your thoughts. What do you guys think? Add some points that we didn't mention.
Yeah.
There's only so much we can say. There's only so much time we've got. But we got the conversation started nonetheless. Anyways, that's the end.
Yep.
We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.